This is a snail. And for some reason, millions of people are currently smearing its slime on their faces. If you've walked into a drugstore, opened Instagram, or stepped into a Sephora lately, you probably might have seen it. Bottles containing ingredients that sound like a witch's potion. Bee venom, Centella asiatica, snail mucin. Even though they sound like magic, they are actually the raw materials of a massive economic engine. K-beauty isn't just a trend anymore. In 2024, the global K-beauty market hit $14.8 billion, and by 2033, analysts predict that number will more than double. In fact, South Korea is now one of the largest cosmetics exporters on the planet, trailing only France and the US. Not bad for a country smaller than the state of Virginia. What is truly wild is that just a decade ago, Korea was exporting $1.8 billion in cosmetics. Today, it's over 5 times that. That kind of jump doesn't happen by accident. It happens by strategy. To understand the face cream, you have to understand Hallyu, or the Korean wave. When K-dramas took over Netflix Asia, making up 60% of the region's top 10 shows in 2023, they didn't just export romance plots. People wanted the glass skin the actors had. If a lead character casually used a moisturizing stick on screen, that exact product would sell out overnight. But the screen wasn't the only place promoting this perfection. The stage was even bigger. You can't talk about the Korean soft power without talking about the titans of K-pop. At their peak, BTS was adding an estimated $3.6 billion a year to South Korea's economy, essentially becoming the world's most effective commercial for K-beauty. But culture can only open the door. To stay inside, you need policy. While Western governments were busy debating tariffs, Seoul was treating K-beauty as a national strategy. They built a K-beauty globalization fund, where the government recently injected $27 million to help small businesses subsidize R&D, sponsor startups, and help brands navigate strict EU cosmetic rules. And then, there is the speed. A Western beauty brand typically takes 18 to 24 months to launch a new product. A Korean brand? 3 to 6 months. That is 4 times faster. By the time a Western brand notices a trend, Korea has already released it, tweaked it, and released it again. But here's the twist. You might think you aren't buying K-beauty because you stick to your classic American or French brands, but there is a high probability that they are also manufactured by a Korean company, such as Cosmax and Kolmar. So that Western serum you love? There's a very real chance it started its life in a Korean factory. Ultimately, the biggest thing Korea exported wasn't the product. It was the philosophy. For decades, Western beauty sold coverage, concealers and foundations designed to hide flaws. But Korea flipped that script. Fix the skin so you don't need to cover it, and this created the infamous 10-step routine. Now, granted, almost nobody actually has time to do all 10 steps every morning, but you get the gist. But the innovation doesn't stop at fancy ingredients. Korea is already pivoting to the next wave, and it isn't snail slime. This time, it's biotech. We are talking AI skin diagnostics, microbiome-based serums, and lab-grown ingredients. Korean companies are betting that by 2030, you won't pick skincare off a shelf. You'll have it printed for your specific DNA. K-beauty didn't take over the world by luck. It used pop stars to get your attention, government funding to build the factories, and speed to outrun the competition. It turned beauty into a geopolitical strategy, leaving the rest of us to wonder if maybe we should finally try the snail stuff. To see more videos like this, please like, share, and subscribe to The Bright Kernel.